Dylan! You son of a bitch.
And here I am. Hi everybody! I would normally say welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online 2, which is what's on the screen right now. Well, New Genesis in particular. But that's not what we're doing today. Today I actually had planned for Zara to show off her ass like she is.
He's pulling his cock out!
No. Actually I had planned IRL stream. Or just chatting. They're kind of interchangeable these days. But just chatting because I'm mostly just sitting here in my room, not actually outside. But IRL in a sense because I'll be showing recordings of some things I did IRL. Which were basically last weekend or Halloween weekend.
IRL.
Good thing to... Okay, the audio's working. Good. I decided to have... I planned this before I even left too, before I went on vacation. I was gonna have a little cozy chill stream just showing the stuff that I did while I was out of town. The weekend in particular was back when the Blueburst Stephinia 1.5 times EXP event was going on. So let me just double check some settings, make sure we're ready to go.
We are beginning a defensive operation against a large number of dolls appearing in the Ritem region. We request the participation of all ARX defenders.
Okay, so make sure that's off. Alright, cool. Yeah, all the settings are good. Alright, let's get started then. I close out of this game because it's just the eye candy starting soon scream game and not much else. That's all it was meant to be for. For now, anyway. Jesus! Dude, those urgent quests, though. Anyway, I would keep it open, but there's no easy way to, like, minimize the window and change the window size settings like there is for FF14. I could, like, switch back and forth between them if it was that, but no luck here. So it's easier just to close it and then make a new tab on my web browser with my videos. I shot most of these videos that I'm going to show with, what did I use? I used a GoPro camera, a GoPro Max, even though it was, like, I know it's an action camera or whatever, but I used a GoPro Max just because it's the wider lens, so I could catch more of what was going on. I've been doing that for a few years now, whenever I go out, like, do IRL stuff like this. I decided to do that instead. Excuse me. Let me check something. Okay, should be fun. And voila! Here we go. Here's the videos I took. So for Halloween, what I did was basically I went to LA. I think I might have said that already. Back before I left, I mean, weeks ago, that I was going to LA. I wanted to check out I've already been to it before, but I wanted to go back to the Halloween Horror Nights event for Universal Studios. I was kind of inspired by another streamer I follow who's been discovering it in recent years. But he's on the East Coast. So he goes to the one in Florida. So I wanted to, you know, I'd been to it before. Like, I think the last time I went to it was 2019. This time I kind of just went to check out the vibe because I heard there was also a, like, Halloween festival going on in LA, like outside of Universal Studios, just in LA proper. Specifically on the west side of, I think it was West Hollywood. On Santa Monica Boulevard, I believe it was called. So I went to check that out. That was the first thing I did when I got there. So I'll skip the arriving at the hotel stuff. All that stuff's just kind of meh. Like, I like skimmed through some of the stuff. I was like, I'm just going to show the interesting stuff. I don't want this stream to be like 10 hours. And I'll probably get bored too, just going back to the boring stuff. So yeah, I went straight to the Halloween festival, and this is pretty much where it starts. Let's check it out. Yeah, I think we're on the right track. Traffic diverted ahead. Special event. My muffled ass voice. People flipping U-turns right here. There's a bunch of people in like Halloween costumes that are about to roll through. Even got my Los Santos t-shirt.
He's pulling.
I mean, Los Santos is just the GTA equivalent of Los Angeles, so I think it fits. I'm kind of glad I didn't choose to drive myself. Maybe I might regret that. I might regret that. Yeah, so I took an Uber to get there. So this is me approaching. They literally block off like an entire mile of street so traffic can't flow through, which creates obviously a fucking nightmare for taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and pretty much everybody because traffic has to be diverted. Alright. But yeah, they block off an entire mile of street. Traffic's diverting here, so a lot of people pissed off. For people to just walk through because it's meant to be like a parade basically. The Halloween festival. I just realized there's ways to increase the speed, so we're gonna do that. I didn't know I could do that. Here. I'm used to that only being like a YouTube thing. I didn't think I'd be able to do that on the GoPro website. I'm with it. Get to the interesting stuff. Guys, here are the cops. This is pretty much close to the east side of the not barricade, but the east side. It was like from east to west, basically, on Santa Monica Boulevard. It's pretty much the eastern tip that we're approaching here. First thing right off the bat is that there's religious protesters in the crowd. That's what you're hearing in the megaphone. I thought the megaphone, like what you hear in the megaphone in the background, I thought that was part of the event, but... Turn around and go back. Dude, I've never seen a street like this. Look at this. This is a completely free event, by the way. Yeah, anybody can go to this. Which is what makes me worried. There's kids, but there's also a lot of cops, so this should hopefully be okay, but anybody can just walk in, so... There's also a lot of cops. Listen to this fool.
Look at this dude.
Hey, we got food stands. My past self, dude. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of food stands too. For me, but... Like this, hot dog stands and shit. Like that was allowed and encouraged for this. Holy shit. Oh, this is what the streaming is. We have protesters. Not the good kind either. Of course, as soon as I get there, we run into a religious political situation. Repent or perish. God is angry with the wicked every day. I'm reading the songs. The people who engage with them too, I'm just like, you know, you guys can just ignore them, right? Oh look, there's people taking selfies and shit in front of the nut jobs over there. Like, look at me. I took a picture at a, you know, at a small-scale religious protest. Yay!
I'm waiting for Jesus. I got some questions.
That dude! I'm waiting for Jesus to ask some questions. Alrighty then. This is gonna be most of the footage. I think it is more appropriate for. Looks like it continues this way a little bit, but also that way. Yeah, the main event is continuing this way. If it's more like this, I think they just, honestly, for safety, they block off like one extra block there. I don't know how far it'll go. It's 1 mile, but it's hella loud. So. Yeah, of course there was loud music and stuff, you know. I might not go that far. My voice is hella muffled. figures protesters would show up though. I was expecting to see more of that after that, but no, that was it. There's only protesters on the east. Yeah, the eastern tip. From this point on, it's just a parade. Why did they stare the dog down like that? Of course, it's gonna bark at them. Yeah, she did what you're not supposed to do. Stared it right in the eyes and just like tried to like lunge forward. Yeah. They provoked it without realizing. Yeah, in dog language, you don't want to do that because you're challenging it. I guess this was one of the main like signposts for the event. Oh, okay, so it does, yeah, that's a good range. Take a selfie. I was wondering when I did that if it was, because it's just my arm with a very small like stick. It's not like an extend, like a selfie stick that extends very far. Shake Shack. That was cool about it being like so public, is you can just stop in to take a break and go eat something right there, you know? Grab a drink at a bar.
So I just don't want to be tired.
The audio is so muffled though.
Yo!
Or at least when I talk. Maybe the microphone on the camera's on the front side. That's probably why. I'm jaywalking legally. I'm jaywalking legally. You can tell that was a highlight of my... I'm jaywalking legally. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll speed it up because we're gonna go through the entire mile basically. It's split up into several videos, but yeah. We're doing this European style. I like it. The way the traffic is flowing. I also have some pictures to share too from other stuff. You got that hotel right there. So I don't want to spend like the entire stream on this. Yeah, there's some funny moments here and there. Especially with some people's costume choice. Holy shit. There's a reason I had to put on certain stream tags for this. Beverly Hills what? Rejuvenation? Oh, it's the line for the restrooms. Yeah. God damn! I'm glad I didn't have to use the restroom while I was walking through this. Yeah, I was able to go through all this and then get back to my hotel in time. Like I didn't... Yeah, I never had like a sense of urgency for using the restroom, thankfully. One. I timed my water intake correctly. It's so far. Not too bad. I thought it was going to be way louder and more insane and chaotic, but it's actually not too bad. Maybe it was louder back at 6 p.m. when it started. This is at like 9, almost 10 p.m. Yeah, there we go, 9:40. The event officially ends at 11, but my Uber driver was telling me that they just keep going anyway. People just keep fucking partying. More food stands. I'm staying away from the speakers because, you know, it's too loud. Don't want to lose my hearing, so... We got a Trader Joe's here. There's a Trader Joe's here.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Hi, Lantis! Oh, you're local. Let's go. Thank you for the 6 months in a row. For Lantis Grayfield right there. Where's the... There we go. More music over here. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Lantis. Hopefully I can get back to streaming more often like I used to too, so it's worth it, you know? But I appreciate it very much. I appreciate the support. We almost bumped into each other, being that old lady. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. So yeah, this is the first time I've really tested the microphone on the GoPro. The music sounds really quiet, but if you're actually there, it was actually pretty loud. I think I pretty much entered
like the.
I can't even hear my voice. It's very muffled.
Over there. Like, yeah, there's a lot.
It's meant to be an action camera. The GoPro is meant to be an action camera, so you know. It's not really designed to be high quality audio. I think if I filmed on my phone, it'd be way louder. But I think this is nicer because it gives it a more cozy vibe. I'm good, thanks. Hope the start of the week is treating you well. It's off to a rough start, but I think it's getting. I think it'll only get better from here. Hopefully, I'm being optimistic. Yeah, I hope the start of the week has been good for you too, Lantis. Thank you very much. My sister from another mother. So I cut the video there, and I decided to start filming a little bit later when I got more into the thick of it. Alright, I'm gonna reach the end of the line because holy shit. This looks packed from here on. Yeah, I finally reached the point here where it's just the crowd was too thick. I was like, I ain't getting through that, dude. I'd wait till there was an opening.
This is insane to get through. This is way too crowded. Way too fucking crowded. I'm not going through that shit.
And I try to stick to the sides because you can just dip out if something goes wrong, you know? Crowds are dangerous. A lot of people don't really think about it, but crowds can be very dangerous, so. I'm showing right there. Santa Monica Boulevard.
So the Uber driver dropped me off pretty much right there. We've gone down all that.
Yeah, so I've gone down a good stretch of road here.
We're actually almost done.
We got snow, so this week has been hell so far. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Lantis. Snow is so pretty, but just like with crowds, very dangerous. For different reasons, but very dangerous. And a hell of a nightmare, too. It blocks the road and shit. Makes cars start sliding and slipping around.
We got lucky that the crowd thinned out a little.
Some dude cheering, "Let's go Dodgers." They're based in LA, I think, right? Oh. I don't follow sports, so don't expect me to get stuff like this accurate. Oh yeah, there was a little crowd here. I didn't even know what they were photographing. It's because there's an It statue up there. The clown. I think it might have been a cosplayer who got up there somehow and was just standing there like a statue, but I'm not sure.
She got hot.
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato, I mean.
She didn't show up on camera like I thought she did on that time. I was like, damn, she got hot.
He's pulling his cock out.
I'm actually getting a much better look at some people's costumes now through this video. Cause I only got to see so much shit, but then I had the camera doing this in my hand, like kind of swiveling around and looking at stuff while I was watching where I was walking. So I was able to catch things that I wasn't able to see because I'm trying to watch where I'm going, you know? It was a second set of eyes. What happened here? I know there's an interesting costume coming up real soon. I'm waiting for it. Okay, so that's the intersection of Palm and Santa Monica.
I'm gonna try to go around this. This is way too thick.
Another thick part of the crowd.
And too much loud ass music over there too.
There's the cops. Oh, watch out for the 5-0. The police. They're all just kind of hanging out. Uh-oh, where was I? Oh yeah, so I went around that thick crowd right there through a back alley, which you would normally think, okay, that's a shady idea. But there was plenty of people doing the same.
Nightclubs right by dumpsters.
They're trying to get around the crowd.
Right now we're walking around that section that I talked about just now.
So there's a little nightclub there.
Yeah, that section. It's way too crowded. Hey,
There was even hot dog stands out here in the neighboring alleys.
Peppers trying to, you know, make $1. I don't blame him. Gotta make that hustle.
Dude, the shit that I comment when I'm by myself just filming shit like this. The idle commentary I make.
Hell yeah. Oh, here we go. It's the main concert area. Gotta see this shit. Hold on.
Soldier Boy in the house. Checking the sound.
This is right here in front of it.
The sound levels.
Haters getting mad cause I got me some baby like
So that was averaging like almost 90 decibels. Roughly, it was staying like around 89, 90, right? From that spot. And there's a huge ass crowd way up in the front, right in the middle of that shit. Like, they're all losing their hearing fast. So I think this thing, I might comment on it too, but this thing says, well, let me just look at it. I have it on my phone right now. It actually has a little guide that tells you like how you lose hearing based on like decibels and stuff. The dosimeter. So 80 to 85 decibels can cause damage to your hearing after about 2 hours of exposure to that noise level. 95, which is pretty close to what we were seeing right now, damage to your hearing is possible after about 50 minutes. So just standing where I was, basically, was already, you know, causing hearing damage if you stay there too long. And then everybody, that whole crowd that was literally right in front of the speakers were probably, you know, way fucking worse, obviously. There's probably over 100 decibels for them. I think at 100 decibels, hearing loss is possible after about 15 minutes. 105 to 110 decibels, hearing loss is possible in less than 5 minutes. 110 decibels, hearing loss is possible in less than 2 minutes. And at 120, pain and ear injury instantly. Yeah, that's what I was measuring there. I was like, is it dangerous to be here? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. So I got the hell out of there.
Yeah, you do not want to be standing there. Even from this far away, standing directly in front of it, it was over 90 decibels. Like, that's... You don't care about the hearing, but nobody.
Another nightclub right there.
Should be standing that close.
You know, when GTA Online had the nightclub update, I saw that some nightclubs locations you could get are just in like little back alleys and stuff, and I saw it in the Ballad of Gay Tony for GTA 4 as well. I was like, do they really have... I was like, do some cities really have nightclubs in like back alleys that are that small, like, or just, you know, they're hidden away and tucked away like that? It turns out yes. The answer is yes. See, I'm not used to living in a big city, so I had no idea. I was like, it's probably just because it's a video game. No. As we see here, there are nightclubs tucked away in little back alleys like that. Like two blocks away now from the main concert stage, where everybody's going deaf, because it's like, even Yeah.
from pretty far away, it's in like 90
Everybody's
decibels.
losing their hearing over there.
And up close, it's probably like well over 120, maybe like 110, like people blowing out their eardrums over there. Let's see how tame this is. We're rejoining the main line.
I went around to get past the thick crowd and the loud music. You can still see the stage from here where Soldier Boy was doing his thing. Ah, there we go.
He's pulling his cock out.
Thank you.
Pulling his cock out.
My future self probably played that on the soundboard.
And I did. I called it.
If I was a monetized YouTuber, I'd be like, well, there goes that. But I'm not, so I don't care.
My past self knows me too well. He knows I'm filming. Yes. That is a dude in a giant cock and balls costume. And he wasn't the only one. I don't know where the hell people got these costumes,
Dicks
but...
out. When you see a giant cock out, you gotta take a selfie with it.
I just love that I called that shit. And I did do it without thinking. It wasn't even because my past self said that. I forgot that I said that until literally that moment. Like, I just know myself well enough that as soon as it was on screen like this, I was like, oh shit, I was like, that's right.
He's pulling his cock out.
He's pulling his car
And then I just, without even thinking.
My future self probably played that on the soundboard.
And I did exactly that, yeah. Without even thinking about it. I called myself out.
If I was a monetized YouTuber, I'd be like, well, there goes that. But I'm not, okay.
I called myself out 2 weeks ago. Well, 1 week ago, sorry. It hasn't been that long yet. This whole thing happened a week ago, so.
Dicks out. You see a tiny cock out, you gotta take something with it.
This is Friday, Halloween night. Next year, Halloween is going to be on a Saturday. I don't think I'll go to this again in particular, but I am planning to go to Halloween Horror Nights if I can for Universal Studios. This was just kind of a last minute thing.
Yeah, it's getting a lot quiet over here, so we can see the other end of the main event. This is about as quiet as it was. Oh, we got a cockfight!
Cockfight!
Oh, they're hugging it out!
Give him a circumcision!
That guy just yelled out, give him a circumcision.
Son of a
They're playing with their balls. Some
Yeah.
dude yelled out, give him a circumcision. I actually said that.
Evidently, you can buy cock and ball costumes somewhere that all look the same. I don't know where you get those, but they're out there. Halloween, man.
It's like, what the hell was that sound? Airplane. Oh, we made it! We survived. We made it to that whole thing.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. There might still be more over here, I don't know. Like, the street's still blocked off. I mean, there's still people walking on the street, so.
I did end up going the whole mile.
Clearly Halloween for adults out here, this whole street thing.
I did walk the whole mile. 346. So we're like, what's this 37-second bit? Oh, the cops were around this dude. Yeah, right there. Two dudes who were just like, they weren't passed out. They were conscious, but I guess maybe they were probably drunk. They couldn't even stand up or something, so the cops were kind of just looking after them. They're right there on the... I started filming after I walked by because I didn't want to be too conspicuous, you know? So I just kind of lifted the camera up and faced it behind me.
Now, man, they were a little concerned. Actually, they kind of looked like they were having fun. But
The cops.
they were like surrounding these two dudes who looked like they were completely out of it. They were just on the ground, lying there. They were fucked up. The sheriffs looked like they were also fucked up on something else, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the sheriffs, I don't know, they're moving around like they might have gone to a dispensary, if you know what I mean.
The cops did look a little... They were a little lackadaisical. They were kind of just like very laid back. Especially right there, so I was just kind of like, what the hell is going on?
So we got a little bit more music here, but this is just... It's coming from a club right here. DJ Brown Mamba. Southwestern Troubadour.
Oh, hell yeah. The music picked up pretty well here.
Here we are.
This is the end of the
That only
line.
took us about... I mean, that only took us like 20 minutes to get through. 20-minute mile walk. Not bad. Not bad at all.
And yeah, that was pretty much it. That was a Halloween parade. So again, we got there kind of late because it started at 6,
Let's see where the hell we
but
are.
it goes all the way to 11, and I think we got through it just past 10. So, but yeah, it's pretty much just a chill and casual sort of event that you can just walk through and get some food or fuck around. That's pretty much it.
We started
And then,
right there where the tip of my thumb is.
yeah, that's where the Uber driver dropped me off.
Yeah, there you go. I'll spend the whole run of it. Oops, and I made it.
Look at all the street meat.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So then started the real challenge, getting back to the hotel. The Uber driver did tell me that was going to be, you know, it did tell me that was going to be a bit of a challenge. But I had already planned it out ahead of time. So I took an Uber driver because I really wanted to try a Waymo, which for those who haven't heard, because it's just a California thing, Waymo is this new service in San Francisco and Los Angeles where you basically get like a taxi cab ride from a self-driving car, an AI-driven car. And I wanted to try that out pretty badly. So I decided to check from my hotel if it was possible. And the answer is no. It was not. Because the service area on the map, it shows you the service area, it ended right pretty much at the Hollywood Bowl, and I stayed pretty much right where Universal Studios is. So I stayed in the Hilton. There's a Hilton and a Sheraton right there, right where Universal Studios is, like literally an 8-minute walk away from it. And so I stayed there, and yeah, it doesn't reach that. So I was like, shit, how do I get to the city then? So I used an Uber to get there, and then I planned it. I said, okay, so to get back, I'll use a Waymo to get me to the Hollywood Bowl, and then from there I'll get an Uber to take me the rest of the way, which is just like a 5 to 10 minute drive from there. And that's what I did. But so even just getting a Waymo was hard because, well, like the driver had told me, the Uber driver had told me when he was taking me there, he said it's going to be hella hard to get a ride back because, you know, everybody from this parade that we just saw is just going to be looking for ways to get back home or to their hotels, to and from. Like it's just a busy night. Obviously, it's Halloween night. It's a Friday. Everybody's there, you know, having fun, like we just saw. So they were just like, good luck, basically. And yeah, even the Waymos were fucking, like, you can see it right here on this this thumbnail right here. I was looking at the Waymo app and it says it's really busy. Wait times and prices are higher than normal. I was like, so even the Waymos were fucking were booked up. So the thing is, I called one, and I think the video, like, I'll skip the boring parts where I'm just commenting on how long it's taking to get a ride. But I eventually did book a ride or whatever, and then I just waited for it to show up. And I decided to film the experience, but the battery ran out on this camera right at that point. So I had to film most of the experience of the Waymo ride on my phone. So I'll have to switch over to my, like, iCloud library or whatever for that. Okay, so let's see. This is me walking over there, I believe.
I found all the food vendors. Oh, it's delicious food. And I can't grasp it. Feels bad, man.
It's commenting on the hot dog stands. So, okay, these are pretty short, so there's probably nothing of value there. Let's try this one. Like, it's probably me just blurping something stupid, but check it out. We reserved the Waymo. Gotta go meet it. Your ride is booked. Yeah, I think here I'm just walking to the meeting point. Dropping off another rider. Your car may need to move if the area is busy. See you in 13. So the way this works is you set up initials for your account. And so when the car shows up, it has like this little spinning camera that also has I guess it's like a screen of some kind that'll show your initials to tell you that's your car, basically. And that's how you know which car to get into. And so I looked through all the features on the app while I was waiting for the car to show up. And I guess typically the default is that when the car shows up, you have to punch in a code for it to unlock for you, so it knows it's really you. But there's also an option where you can set it so that it unlocks through Bluetooth. So that if you just have you have to have the app open anyway on your phone. So then as soon as you get close to the car, it just detects the Bluetooth signal from your phone and the app on your phone. The car detects it and immediately unlocks, and that's what happened with me.
Car may need to move if the...
You know, it's obviously more convenient that way. It's not like there's a driver to help you. I decided not to go through
Nothing that
the
way.
not so shady back alley just because it, even though it didn't look shady, I was just like, fuck it, why take the chance?
Seen too many movies to go down shady alleys like that. The alley wasn't too shady, I gotta say, but it was shady enough. Fuck that.
It wasn't
pick up the recording
shady,
once,
too
we
shady,
reach,
but it was shady enough.
Send me to point with the car.
Yeah. That's me, of course, saying that shit. Like, meaning I would say that, you know?
There's a Waymo right there. Not mine, but...
Yeah, there we go. See that flickering light? That it only looks that bad on camera. In real life, you don't see that flicker. It's just the way cameras pick up lights from other electronics sometimes. Like, you don't see that shit in real life. With your own eyes, you're not going to see that blinking purple light. I did not see that. That's just something... Oh, my camera's covering it now, but... That's just something the camera picked up.
The dude was saying... I was making fun of them, too. So, this event is so big that all the cars were busy, and it took me a few tries to actually get a reservation, but I got one and I paid for it already, so I should be fine. I'm just gonna have to wait 10 minutes for it to show up and for, you know, for me to... It's because there were multiple Halloween events. This is a Friday night Halloween. Only happens once every few years, I think. I don't know how often, but I think it's, you know, it's a little random, but yeah, it doesn't happen often, so I think this is where I have to wait for it, right here.
Yeah, right in
it's
front
not
of
too
some
bad.
random person's
Quiet.
house
You know,
in a suburb.
um,
And that's a Waymo right there. Not mine, though.
yeah, I guess I'll just wait here then. I didn't expect one to
That one just came to drop somebody
This is
off. But listen
SP.
to the... Here, let me slow
Mine
this
is still
down
the
and go back a little
LS.
bit.
How often,
Listen
but
to the sound when it shows up, man. Because it's they're all electric cars. They're Jaguars.
I think it's, you know, it's a little random, but
So there's no...
Yeah,
You
it
know,
doesn't
the
happen
car
often,
engine is just
so.
the sound of a battery. Sounded very futuristic.
I think this is where I have to wait for it, right here.
Here it comes.
Alright, it's not too bad, a little quiet, you know.
So that you can see what my mouse is showing right there. That light right there, yeah, that's what shows your initials when yours comes up, basically. You see how I put Leon Starcrest, so LS right there? That will show up on mine when it shows up right here. I had to wait
Yeah,
a
I guess I'll
while.
just wait here then.
It took like 15-20 minutes because they were all busy.
I didn't expect one to just roll up.
The streets were so busy.
This one says SP.
Yeah, the
My
initials say
initials are
ST on this
LS.
one. The camera doesn't pick it up too well, though. So that one's just parked there. It's waiting for whoever
Kinda
reserved
cool to
that
see this
one.
thing in action though. Look, there's no driver in there. The windows for the back are tinted too, so I can't even tell if there's a passenger in there right now.
So yeah, these are all cameras right here. This, I'm pretty sure. There's one on each side so I can see, you know, peripherals basically. I'm pretty sure there's cameras in this section. Like, it can see all around itself because it has to be able to see all around itself to not crash into shit.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun ride.
I was sarcastically saying it's going to be a fun ride because of all the traffic, because it's going to be insane. So here's the thing is, I will comment on this later too, and here's where it picks me up, and then we have to switch over to the other library, but my driver, my Uber driver on the way there was low-key complaining about how bad the traffic's going to be when we get there and how it's going to be difficult for him to get back and get the hell out of there, and that's why a lot of Uber drivers will probably reject you as well, he said. Obviously the Waymo is just an AI, it's not going to throw a fit or give you attitude or fight with the other drivers, because he was doing that too, you know. He was just like fucking, they were like swerving and shit, swerving into each other and cutting each other off, honking the horn, and just, you know, busy city traffic, people fighting with each other on the road, right? Obviously the Waymo's not going to do all that, but that doesn't mean other people aren't going to do that to the Waymo.
Alright, here comes our car. LS, Leon Starcrest.
Oh shit, it's in the other library. Okay, I gotta bring up the other one real quick. So this is where it picks me up, I believe. Right? Maybe not. Shit, I probably had to film with my phone. But there's a video that the Waymo kind of got, because this is a very narrow street, as you can see. The Waymo kind of got stuck. Not mine. Another one that came through kind of got stuck a little bit because people were being aggressive in front of it, so they kind of caused a roadblock. And so the Waymo ended up in a very weird position. And so this human driver, this lady just who was trying to get by, needed the Waymo to back up a little bit so she could squeeze through. But of course, it's not gonna. It just sits there instead until at headquarters they realize it's stuck, and then somebody will remotely manually move it. Of course, if they have to. Of course, she doesn't know. She doesn't know that, so she gets out and starts yelling at it. She starts yelling at the Waymo. She's yelling at this robot that isn't programmed to listen to anybody except the people controlling it back at headquarters. And I was just like, wow. I filmed it, but I'm not sure why it's not. I can't remember which camera I used. I thought I filmed it here, but
if this recording cuts off, I think it's because my camera's battery is lying to me. It says it's at 29% right now, but it kind of turned off a little while ago when I was mid-recording. So if it turns off, I'll just have to record with my phone, which means we won't be able to record what's actually happening on the screen.
I think I recorded in the other on my
It'll
phone.
be here in 1 minute, but
It happened right there, right where I just turned off to the right.
so this little suburb street is somewhere that it frequents, but
Yeah, it happened on. Okay, well, we had to switch over to that anyway because that's where I filmed the ride. Because this camera literally ran out of battery right there. And this is Universal Studios stuff, so we'll come back to this in a minute. But here, let me switch over to the other video library, the one for Let me switch to this one. I just drag it over, I guess. That'll probably work. Hold on, let me check where I'm at. Okay, so that's before. So it starts here. Okay, yeah, the first video I have here is literally the lady yelling at the Waymo. This is hilarious. Okay. So here it is. See if it's showing up. Here we go. Damn those driverless cars! The nerve of those robots! Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Lantis knows what's about to happen. Where's the play button on this? Oh, there we go. There's a girl literally yelling at the robot car right now. By the time I started filming, it backed up because it's taking up space. Because there's a traffic jam in this little suburb street. Yeah, I started filming too late.
Oh my god.
She was done yelling already. The car backed up, as you can see right there. This one right here. That's her. She sounded like a total Karen too. I didn't feel too bad because it's just a robot. You can't really hurt its feelings, but it was kind of funny to see a Karen moment happen in real, like in real time. I mean, these streets are just too damn small for cars in general. That's the problem. Yeah, exactly. These streets are too small. It's a suburb with parked cars on both sides of the street. That makes it narrow enough already. But then look at this shit, man. This is insane. Fucking LA. So this probably takes us to the next video. So this is when my car shows up. Here we go. We're jumping into the future here. We get a driverless car picking us up. LS, Leon Starcrest.
there it is, LS. Got the notification too.
It just unlocked when it sensed my phone. The door handle pops out of the car. I didn't catch that on film, but...
To begin your ride, press the start ride button.
Oh, it's so muffled. Good evening, A.
Hello.
Start ride.
Hello. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips. This experience may feel futuristic, but the need to buckle up is the same as always.
Yeah.
So keep your seatbelt fastened, please.
Don't quit.
If you're traveling,
I'm aware.
please buckle your seatbelt. We care about your safety, so rider support may call the car. Please don't touch the steering wheel or pedals during your ride.
It's the future.
Check on riders, improve our products, and more. But our microphones are only on when you're connected to rider support. So sing your heart
doubt
out.
that.
We can't hear you.
I
You can
raised it
also
up
use
because
the
it's too
phone
fucking quiet, the video.
to speak to a rider support agent at any time.
The headphone warning.
In the rare case of an emergency,
If something gets loud.
please keep your seatbelt fastened and remain in the car unless there's an urgent need to exit. Rider support will
It's gonna take 34 minutes to get to where I want to go because of the traffic.
Relax, and thank you for riding with us.
I always thought I was gonna use one of these. I always thought I was gonna use one of these in that's gonna be copyright or whatever on YouTube. But I always thought it was gonna, the first time I'd use one of these was gonna be in San Francisco. But no, it ended up being here.
I was playing
Compare
This
this
is
to the
Halloween.
Uber ride I just took. So I was one of the cameras.
Right, Atlantis? It's awesome.
Yeah, but a bunch of interior cameras to like make sure, you know,
Make sure you
people
don't fuck up the ride.
That dude's yelling at my Waymo. What the fuck?
Don't yell at
Don't
my
fuck
car,
with my ride,
asshole!
It's like that earlier recording I just talked about. God, this is so shitty compared to the GoPro, but whatever. The recording quality, I mean.
I wish
Actually,
my GoPro hadn't run out
technically
of
it's supposed to
battery
be high
here.
resolution, right? The windows are tinted and it is nighttime, so maybe they can't see me, but maybe they can. The back windows are tinted, I mean. But,
You're gonna love this, Lantis.
what the hell was I even saying?
I don't know how long I ramble here, and unfortunately I can't speed this up, but I'm gonna just tell you right now, this thing actually has a feature where you can connect Spotify or YouTube Premium Music to it and listen to your own music while you're riding in the car with this thing. And I do that in the next video. And you're gonna hear some familiar music.
I don't even remember. I think I was saying, I always thought my first time riding one of these was going to be in San Francisco. Because I first saw them there. When I went to something, just a completely... Like, I just went to San Francisco for something. I was like, what the hell is this car in front of me? It's all decked out with cameras and stuff on the outside. Like, obviously I could only see the outside. I was like, it's all decked out with cameras. And then I realized, wait. Like, I just kind of logically concluded, is this a self-driving car? No fucking way. I looked at the driver's seat. Ain't nobody there, bro. Ain't nobody there. They're right about this feeling like a futuristic experience, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll pick up this recording a little later because I want to listen to some music and I gotta save my phone's battery a little bit. And yeah, there's a lot of fucking traffic right now.
Proceeding on North Doheny Drive.
I'm being driven back to my hotel by a robot. I love it. I'm probably the least drunk person too. Oh yeah, so I see, this is why I hate that the GoPro ran out of battery. I could show you guys on my screen.
Yeah, you can change the AC settings.
On my phone screen that I can control like the temperature and other things from my phone, from the app. So I don't even have to reach over for those dials or anything. I can just stay right here and it's all good. Wait, what are these?
Those are USB ports.
If I brought my charger cable.
Yeah, those are for the
If I
fast
brought my
charging
charger
phones,
cable,
which
I
I
could
had one, but I
charge my
didn't
phone
have
right
the
here.
cable with me, so.
While riding.
You can charge your phone.
Lesson learned, but I can't really, and it's a high-speed charger cable too. This won't work with like old, this is perfect for my phone. But for like older phones that can't use the high-speed charger cables, you're fucked.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know if I would have had to brought my whole backpack and I didn't want to bring that to the parade. So maybe when I ride one of these in San Francisco, but in, here in LA though.
It's great, right?
Yeah, with the Halloween parade, I just,
Somebody wrote on the window! I didn't see that before. Hold on, I think my
It tells you
camera was
what it's
covering
doing.
it, but the
Oh,
windshield literally has
okay,
writing
so
on
that's
it.
one of the settings I turned on. Like that you can turn that off. It's off by default. I turned on a play-by-play basically on the app before the ride got here. I was messing with the app and there's a, speaking of the future and futuristic rides, goddamn Tesla Cybertruck over there. I've seen plenty of those around, so the economy's not doing that bad if motherfuckers be running around with $100,000 fucking Polygon cars. But yeah, you can turn that off, or like it's off by default, but you can turn on a play-by-play so it tells you what it's doing. I went for the full experience, man. This thing speeds up and slows down at a clip like really quick. It accelerates like pretty quick, but it's smooth. Like it doesn't feel like a rough ride. Is that dude on a scooter in the middle of the street? This asshole. You guys can probably hardly see him. There he is, look.
He gave no fucks.
But yeah, so right before I got picked up, there a few Waymos came through to like drop off people in front, like right where I was waiting for mine to show up. And one of them, I mean, I showed it in the last video, or maybe I started recording too late, but
honestly, I'm with you, Lantis. You should be nice to AI, is what I heard somebody say once. It was well, for those who know him, Brian Johnson said that. He had a video where he actually he said, like what Lantis has said, he said thank you to this automated like parking garage thing that just let him through. And he looked at the camera and he said, you should be nice to AI. They will be our overlords in a few years, so we should be nice. This chick got in a bit of a traffic jam with one because they were like in opposing sides, like oncoming traffic sort of. And she got kind of stuck because it's a very narrow street. And so she started yelling at the Waymo to move. I was like, the thing's not going to listen to you. It's programmed to do what it's going to do. We gotta thank the robots. I was like, pretty soon, man, we're gonna see real human-on-robot violence. Because right now people are like, oh, it's a fucking gimmick, and they're annoyed by it, right? But when this starts actually full-on replacing taxis, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers completely, oh, there's gonna be riots, man. I can see it coming. It's so easy to spot. You know it's coming. One of these was already set on fire. But not because of that reason. It was just during the like anti-Trump protests a long time ago. I remember that. Like way back in shit. This year's been flying by. I don't even remember when it was, but oh god, dude, you almost quoted her, Lantis. Like you almost sounded exactly like the chick I was just talking about yelling at the Waymo. I wish I could have gotten my phone up fast enough so we could have caught some of that, but she was screaming so hard at it. She was like, back the fuck up, Waymo! I was like, I think I ain't gonna listen to you. I wonder what happens if a Waymo gets hit by somebody. That's why it told me to put on my seatbelt, and I do have it on, and I'm not taking it off, but still. Kinda curious what happens in that situation. Customer support probably calls, asks me if I'm okay. Yeah, during some of the LA protests earlier in the year, shortly after Trump like started cracking down on like, you know, with immigration and all that, I did see one completely graffitied head to toe, and then set on fire while it was just trying to drive through the protest crowds. That did happen. The area of LA they operate in is mostly like West Hollywood. Well, not just West Hollywood. I just want to say like the entire western side of LA, like from where I'm headed to. The Hollywood Bowl is the most northern tip of the service area for this thing. And it doesn't go beyond that, which is just beyond that is Universal Studios, basically. So I'm gonna have to get a different ride to continue the rest of the way. But then the western tip is pretty much the Santa Monica Pier. So from the Santa Monica Pier all the way to like the North Hollywood Bowl, and then like just a little further east to that. Like I took a screenshot of the service area earlier, but a little further east, but not much more. So it's not like the entire... Like it's a very small section of LA basically for now, but they say it's expanding. So the next video is when I start playing the music. This car is available as a normal regular car you can buy. I think it's a Jaguar or something. I looked it up when I saw it in San Francisco, but. The handle outside, there's other cars that do this too, but the handle popped out as I approached. It's a pretty slick car. I do like the design. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop the recording here until we're closer to the drop-off because I gotta save phone battery. Or else I won't even make it home. See ya. Yeah, what's really cool is I remember them Google testing the first prototypes of self-driving cars way back in the 2000s on a TV show that was popular back then called Mythbusters. That was the late 2000s. They had an episode where they got to visit the Google headquarters where they were first testing self-driving cars. And one of the main like characters of the show, he got to ride. They made him ride in the driver's seat because, you know, quote unquote, just in case. But yeah, it was the same thing. The steering wheel would move itself, the gas pedal and everything, and he was just moving on a closed track because it was early testing phases, you know, so they weren't out in the city. It was just on a closed track that they had somewhere in San Francisco. And I was like, here we are, 20 years later. They're on the road now, finally, in both San Francisco and LA. And technically, it's not Google that runs it, but it's basically a subsidiary. Like, they made another company called Waymo under their, like, it's just Google. Just to make it simple, it is Google that runs this, so they just put it under a different company name that they own. So this is when I first started testing my Spotify. I linked it to the Waymo app, and I started playing music in the fucking car. Bruh. I know this won't be copywritten on YouTube, so this is what I'm using to test this. I actually connected Spotify to the Waymo. This is pretty cool. You can actually do this. You can use YouTube Premium Music, or this straight up. This is some intense driving music, dude. I need to find a more appropriate song. Bruh. Here we go. This one's for Lantis. Wait. I gotta find the actual video. 'Cause I think these are just pictures right here. Uh-oh. What's this exclamation mark? Don't tell me it's not working. Oh no! What happened? I don't know what this is. It's just like saying go fuck yourself. It's not playing! Oh wait, here we go. I think it was just taking forever to load. Okay, we're having some technical difficulties. I think we're good now. I was like, don't cuck me out of this. We got Sonic music. I found the perfect song. The perfect song for Waymo right here. It's actually not the right one. Volume 1 for Twinkle Park. Let's go. Now we're riding in style, man. So dumb. Dude, I'm such a fucking nerd. I had to pick something that wouldn't get copyright struck on Twitch or YouTube, so bite me. Since I'll be showing this on Twitch and YouTube, obviously. I just got it. Although I gotta say, I think this is the right song. Give me 1 second. Alright, I think I found the actual right song on this next one. Twinkle Circuit was the one I was looking for. Hell yeah. Whoever listened in on this Waymo headquarters song was for like, the Waymo, dude. We got a Sonic fan. Straight up Twinkle Circuit from Sonic Adventure. Now we're riding in style, man. Hey, like I said before, I had to find something that wouldn't be copyright struck on YouTube or Twitch. I did. That's the only way it was gonna work. Because I'm planning, I mean, I can play whatever I want once I turn off the camera, but I wanted to show this stuff on YouTube and Twitch, so. Dude, the giddiness I had while I was filming this. with this music. It's Waymo's theme music. I wonder how Waymo deals with drunk passengers. Like, I mean, they got cameras and microphones in the car. It tells you this. So they you know, at headquarters will probably just be like, "We're calling the cops on your ass and locking you in the car." Honestly, this was like the highlight of the trip. This and the little Halloween carnival thing that we just went through. What's the rest of this video? There's only about a minute left.
Waiting for intersection to clear.
I don't think I have any commentary anymore from this point. I think I'm just enjoying the vibe. The ghost driver. Yeah, it is Halloween night, so maybe my car was being driven by a ghost. Play it off like that. People probably use it as their designated drivers all the time. As long as you're not fucking with the car, I don't think they care if passengers are... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they yeah, they have cameras everywhere, so it's just like letting you know, like, if you fuck with the car, we're gonna fuck with you, basically. Stuff. Cool. We'll pick this up later. I imagine there's probably already been a couple incidents.
Proceeding on North La Brea Avenue.
It's like my GPS cutting in and fucking up the intro to the music, man. But, well, I enabled that option. Let's try this again. One more time. Aww, stupid like thanks, Lantis. Thank you for keeping Leon safe, robot car. Ah, yeah. It's cute, right? Damn. Oh, I got to the intro. Alright. I'm sad it's almost over. Only 15 minutes left before I get there. I have to switch to an Uber for the rest of the way. Yeah. I mean, that guy was cool. You guys, I didn't record most of our conversation, but that guy was cool, but he was also like low-key complaining that I asked him to take me to a busy street. It's like, come on, dude. You know everybody's going to this event. Like, I saw so many people getting off Ubers and Waymos showing up to the parade, the Halloween parade, and he was acting like I was doing something crazy. I was like, dude, why are you getting so angry that I'm paying you to drive me somewhere when that's literally your job? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, honestly, I was low-key like, alright, Waymo's gonna be awesome because I don't have to deal with that kind of thing. Before that, that's how I was feeling. I was like, but, you know, maybe I should have more faith in humanity. Like, maybe people aren't so bad, right? Yeah, like, maybe people ain't so bad or whatever. So, I was like, I have to use an Uber anyway, at least to get to the Waymo service area, right? And I was like, it'll be fine, right? And then that happened, and I was like, no, I was right. Like, this would be better if I was just by myself and didn't have to hear somebody complaining about the fact that I made them work. And I gave him a big tip, too. Okay, I'm sorry I paid you to drive me somewhere that's inconvenient for you, buddy. Okay, Jesus Christ. This car, on the other hand, isn't gonna bitch at me at all. I can just listen to my music. You said you've always had energy drinks for your 4 a.m. Uber drivers? That's really nice of you, Lantis. You know, when I first took my first 2 Ubers in Las Vegas, when I went to Final Fantasy XIV FanFest, The one for Dawn Trail, which was 2 years ago now. And what's really cool is some of the Uber drivers will actually have like little candies and treats, if you want, for their passengers, which I thought was really nice. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then by the way, here I realized the Uber driver was actually a taxi driver, because Uber and taxis, at least in LA, kind of fused together. They decided to kind of team up and do some co-op essentially. So then if no regular Uber driver picks you up when you ask for it on the phone, they just send you a taxi instead. You don't have to use like a different app or anything. You still pay for it through the Uber app, but you get a taxi instead. And he was actually a taxi. But yeah, I still gave him the biggest tip possible because I knew it was, it was a shitty situation. But also the same thing had happened to me in Vegas when I took a taxi to get to the event right when the crowd was letting out. And so that dude was way more abrasive. He was just like, oh my god, he said, I can't believe we're going into this. He was just like, holy shit, the traffic's gonna be so bad. It was way worse than this ride that I'm talking about here. So I think I was channeling some of my frustration from that ride from 2 years ago here.
And everything's awesome. Play the Lego music, man. Everything is awesome. Yeah, no bitching and whining. I love it.
Toronto drivers are insane, but the 4 a.m. Ubers are super nice. That's good to know. This was at well, you were probably here for earlier. You probably saw it, but yeah, this was around like 9 or 10 when that Uber driver I was talking about. That was, well, taxi driver. Technically both. I don't know. It's weird. But
also, that dude was like hella
like 9 or
honking
10
and
p.m.
cutting people off and driving pretty angrily too, fighting with other drivers. The Waymo won't do that. Because
yeah, like if it's the middle of the night where it's like 4 a.m., like what you're talking about, Lantis, those guys, whoever's driving at that time deserves a big ass tip, or like what you said, giving them energy drinks or something for their time, something extra, besides what you're paying them, definitely, because it's hella dangerous, and that's when you're most likely to run into like drunk, abrasive people, is like during the middle of the night or very, very early morning before the sun comes up, so like 4 a.m. and stuff. So that's very nice and generous of you to do that, Lantis. And I would definitely do the same if I knew I was going to be out that late. Yeah, I would definitely do the same.
It'll actually drive responsibly and still get me there on time. Good stuff.
Yeah, so here's the other thing I was rambling about. This car, the little robot car that kept me safe, it didn't do what that guy was doing, where it was like bobbing and weaving, cutting in and out of traffic like aggressively to try to get through it. It found a way to just very calmly and smoothly get me to where I needed to go, even in heavy traffic. It drove safely like I do. But this, it's a robot, so it's way more precise than me, so I trust it better than I trust myself to drive. I trust this car more than myself, but what did I just say?
Good stuff. Hail to the robots!
Hail to the robots, yes! We always tip big too? Yeah, you gotta. It's just the kind, generous thing to do. Especially when, it's in the middle of the night or 4 a.m., definitely.
That guy was like, I don't know what he was doing, but he was like bouncing up and down, and it was like really in tune with the music just now. It was hilarious. I wish I would have hit record sooner.
Yeah, I missed it.
It was like,
so to give context, I started too late, but we could see it in front of us. There was a dude who was like bouncing and dancing in the middle of a sidewalk, and it would just happen to be going with the music that I was playing in the car, but I hit the record button too fucking late.
He was like bouncing to it, even though he's outside. He couldn't hear my music.
Overlords.
The coincidence was hilarious.
They gonna take care of us.
The doors will remain locked when we arrive. Pull the handle twice to exit. The first pull unlocks, the second opens the door.
Okay, so here's the drop-off.
Okay.
So it told me it shuts off your music. Go fuck yourself, the ride's over. So it shuts off the music, and then it turns on the lights in the car. And I mean, you probably heard it already, but it says pull the handle on the car once, like obviously on the inside, to let it know that you're about to get out, basically, and then pull it again to actually open the car. So the first time, it just feels like it's locked. So I do that right now.
You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
Here's the GoPro. Okay, even turns on the light for you. They got the cameras. They make sure you don't fuck up anything. There we go. Hold on, I gotta get my camera through the loop. Seatbelt loop. All right, well, we made it. Our futuristic ride is over. This was fun. Oh yeah,
You've
one.
arrived at your destination. To
Okay.
exit, pull on the door handle or contact rider support for assistance.
Oh, you can even lock the doors. Anyway, that's a great way to put that, Lantis. You're double clicking to open the car. Yeah.
We've arrived at your destination.
So yeah, you pull the handle once,
Rider support for assistance.
and then, you know, you pull it again to open it, just like it said. All right, check it out. The pop-out handles. I'm still gonna go into the car. Now it should fuck off at this point. Should. There Oh, you go. there it look. goes. See, That's so slick. and it went in. It has a little There he dent goes, there.
The Lone Ranger.
And I just got a notification saying, "We'd love your feedback. Please tell us how we did." Smooth ass fucking ride is what that was. Much better than the fucking Uber driver who was driving. Well, I guess he had to drive the way he had to, you know. I'm at the Hollywood Bowl, but I'm not sure which. Hollywood Bowl, Lot B. That driver scared the hell out of me with the way he was driving, so that's why I kept going off about that. The time I was here was in the daytime, and it was in like 2019. There weren't even Waymos back then. I have no idea where the actual bowl is from where it dropped me off. Which doesn't. Oh, it's over there, I think. Yes, we love robot cars. Yeah, there's a. Yeah. I remember ordering a lift here one time, and it never showed up. I even told that guy that, the Uber driver, after our conversation. It's pretty funny. He's like, yeah, that's because the drivers are all getting screwed over. Yeah, he did tell me how they're getting screwed too. That is a big issue. That, though, the Lyft thing I just talked about right now, that was back in 2019 though, and it was in the middle of the day, and there was no events or anything happening. It was a calm day, and still nobody picked my ass up. I just sat there waiting for like 15 minutes, and no one showed up. I was like, yeah. Like, he tried to be really nice about it, and honestly, everything he talked about was spot on, but whenever he would talk about the fact that I bought an Uber to take me to where he would always be like, I'm not mad, but, you know? And I was like, dude, you could have said no. But I don't know, because he was a taxi, and Uber and taxi merged together, so maybe not. Anyway, I gotta call an Uber now. It's not as futuristic anymore, but I need an Uber to get the rest of the way to my hotel, so I'm gonna stop this recording here, but peace. It was a nice ride. It was a nice ride. Futuristic. The future's here. Robots! I yelled at the bus. Robots! We're gonna have self-driving buses next time, man. This is when I got back to the hotel. But the future is now. Yes. Our robot overlord masters will be driving us to and from everywhere. Good shit. Alright, so I think the next thing I wanted to show, I gotta take a little quick restroom break, but I wanted to show the beginning of the Halloween Horror Nights event, because every night they started at about 6 p.m. So they empty out the park of the regular visitors, the Universal Studios Park. They empty out the park around 5 or 5:30, and then at 6 p.m. they reopen for the people who are there for the haunted houses, basically. Yeah, let me take a quick restroom break, and then we'll check that out. I think I did take some videos from my hotel room to show the view. This might be what that is, actually. Let me see. I'm just relaxing, doing selfie mode and talking shit. I might have also taken that with the GoPro. I don't know. I'll look through this in a second and see if I can. It's not really that big of a deal though. Just a little view from the window or whatever. But yeah, just give me a sec to use the restroom and I'll be back. I move this tab over there real quick again. And yeah, here's the Halloween stuff. As well as leaving LA. And this will pretty much be the rest of the stream. There's the BRB, webcam. Alright, be back in a sec.
Whew. Surprise, motherfucker.
Alright, we're back. The future is now. Oh, let me see this real quick. What did I... Was this worth anything? Well, I made it back home. Sleeps. Night. Well, I see boat luxury. No. I think I just have a video of the morning when I woke up. Maybe? They should let you, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
They should... yeah, this is kind of whatever. Let's get to the Halloween shit. Fuck it. So this is kind of whatever. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think that's all in the GoPro stuff. So... yeah, here I just kind of took pictures. Oh good, I took a little video of the restaurant I went to. I went to Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium, which is like, there's one here, there's one here at Universal Studios Hollywood, and there's one at Universal Studios Florida, and apparently they have another location in China somewhere? From what I read on the little, like, the lore that they give you on the menu. I'll show some of that too. But let's start with the GoPro footage first. Let's see. We already have that on screen. This is just waiting for the tram. Or the little, like, shuttle bus, I think. Yeah, this is kind of whatever. We're just kind of... I think I was just filming, like, the sunset. Let's get to the good stuff. I don't have a lot of time left. Yeah, this is where the shuttle bus dropped me off. The hotel's right there. It's literally just 5 minutes. Little 5-minute drive. Toad! I just noticed that guy had a mushroom hat on. It was Toad from Mario. Way more people showed up after this, by the way. I made the right call going early before it even opened up for Halloween Horror Nights, because like this whole, I don't think I filmed it, but this area right here where everybody's kind of going in, so this area, it was jam packed. It's in front of the metal detectors, completely jam packed by the time I left, like absolutely exploding with people. That's the only way in too. You have to go through the metal detectors.
It's almost time for the spookies to start. 15 minutes. The music and the vibe is going to change here. Really at a clip. A full 180.
Yeah, see, this sign even glows red later. They put a red light on it for the Halloween Horror Nights thing. The whole vibe here is going to change. It's really cool.
Pretty sure they even changed the gate.
Let's speed this up.
I don't know, we have to compare that with the video from earlier. So at this point they're evacuating, well not evacuating, but they're removing the people from like the normal park doors. They clear out the park from people who just got the pass to go in, like, you know, for the rides and the regular stuff during the day. And then once everyone's been cleared out, you know, they finish setting up all the haunted houses, and they let all the Halloween Horror Nights pass holders go in, and those are the people waiting in line right there. So I think I might want to get a little closer. I don't know if I think they'll let me through the metal detector even if I don't have a pass, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's find out. See how close we can get. I just went to Universal City. We'll check that out after this.
definitely gonna put some pictures from this on up on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Whew, I'm probably gonna get bag search. Hardcore. I'm trying to think. I don't have anything questionable in my bag, right? No, I don't. See, in the event that I do have something questionable, I'll just back out though. I'm not gonna, you know, have them throw away one of my belongings because I want to get a little closer to the entrance. I'm not even planning to go in, you know?
Will be directed by the security team. Don't forget to collect your items once you pass through the metal detector and enjoy your visit.
You gotta check this out. Or you can just not
It
load
doesn't fucking load.
Alright, I'm probably gonna have to turn this off, so I'll see you guys on the other side.
So they said every backpack is checked. They didn't even check my backpack, dude. I think the security guard saw how many zippers my backpack had and said, hell no. Like, he just noped out. Because he was just like, do you have camera equipment in there? I was like, yeah. And he's like, all right, just go on through. Just let me go through, dude. Like, they run it through a little, like, x-ray machine, so they do kind of see what's in there. But he did not actually, like, open every zipper and check it. Like, no, I've had that happen before. He did not do that. He was like, fuck it. Just let him through. He's harmless.
Well, we made it through security. Survived that shit. Now, they just... I thought they were actually gonna... Like, this happened to me at an airport once. And even I think one of these places. I think when I went to Disneyland or something, I thought he was gonna ask, like... He was gonna go... I mean, the sign said they were gonna search the whole bag, but they didn't even bother. He just asked me if I had camera equipment in there. I think he saw how many, like... He saw how many zippers were in my backpack, and he was like, ain't no way, dude. He was like, fuck that. Wait. Try to make sure the lens will be fine. Yes, they still have it. The last time I was here, I did this. The next time I decide to come here, I'm definitely getting the RIP tour. There's a day-night combo entrance. Early access. What's on the other side of this?
You can see the red light on it now. As it gets darker, you get to see a little bit more of it.
You gotta have one.
Ever since I was a kid, honestly, the Universal Studios entrance always reminded me of like the Jurassic Park gate. It's almost the same. From the very first movie, you know? It's actually funny how similar they look.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna record some of this with my phone as well, just to see the camera quality on that.
I switch back and forth, but honestly, the highlight is when it gets dark. Once it actually gets dark, and you really get to see like the vibe, it's fucking awesome. This might be a little too late. This is probably when I was leaving, I think. Let me check. Yeah, this is when I was leaving. Okay, so it's gotta be this one.
Here we are. It's probably as close as we're gonna get.
Oh, hold on. I do realize I missed a little something. The oh, but I did that on my phone. Never mind. Well, I'll just describe it. The front of the gate before it opened, it had Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's and a few other like characters from that star in the event. I really want to check out these haunted houses next year. Yeah, I took that on the other phone. The other phone. The phone. It's the GoPro. Hey, look, they put this like... I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Both our guests and performers. We remind you that touching Halloween Horror Nights performers or set pieces is strictly prohibited, and doing so may result in your removal from the park. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah, this isn't part of the wall. Like, this is from the light. I'm not sure if it's meant to be like wood, like little wood pieces or something. I'm not sure what it is. But they put these lights on the gate to give it the right vibe. It almost looks like it was... I thought at first it was meant to be like spider webs or something, but it's too organized for that. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Don't touch the live performers. Yeah, so you can see right there. Because the gate's open now, so you only see like half of it. But there's Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's there.
don't have tickets. There's still mad people showing up. Ah, see, this is cool. Now that the sun's gone down enough, you get the red globe here. Hell yeah.
If you're just joining us, we highly recommend starting your evening at Fallout or Monster 3, The Ghosts of Latin America. Both of which are located on the upper block, just past the entrance to the park. These wait times are typically longer later on in the evening, so we highly recommend starting your night at Fallout or Monster 3, The Ghosts of Latin America.
That's a good ass vibe, man. I do want to go more prepared and with more anticipation. More prepared, basically, next year. This was just kind of a last-minute impulsive thing I did, to be honest, if I'm being frank. So I had 2 walkthroughs of Universal City. One was at night, which looks nicer. One was in the day. I'll show the nighttime one. The daytime,
now we're going to the
I'll just
city
show
walk.
a couple pictures of where I ate after this. I'll show the nighttime walkthrough because it looks a lot nicer.
I don't have a ticket, so of course it's infinite for me. This is what I really came for. I didn't get to check this place out last time I was here. Last time I was here was in 2019. This looks so much nicer at night. We were here early this morning. I'm pretty sure, you know, I showed those videos by now. That's a good comparison. I didn't see this in the daytime. There's a hot topic here.
Oh yeah, it's a hot topic. It's where Zara shops. Based on the outfit we've seen her wearing in PSO2 NGS. It's very gothic.
It's like a much prettier Fremont Street.
Shit!
A lot prettier and smells a lot nicer.
They got a
Super
shop
Nintendo
for
World.
Super Nintendo World.
Warm cookies delivered, open late. InsomniaCookies.com. Hey, you up? Really, the worst thing you could do is if you're still awake and having trouble falling asleep, the worst thing you could do is eat sugar. That is horrible for you, regardless of insomnia or not. That's the last thing you need to be doing right before bed. Holy shit! That'll really fuck up your sleep. Don't do that. Same with alcohol. Really, any food in general, but mostly sugar and alcohol. I'll tell you, we got
And I've felt that one from experience.
This wasn't here before, in the daytime. It's divided, let's just keep right. They didn't make actual traffic lane. Actual fucking traffic lanes. Never go alone, they say. I said it this morning, but that was literally me fucking 6 years ago. Came here alone. Halloween Horror Nights, I mean.
Yeah, 2019. 6 years. .406. That's this one. Okay.
There's a video edit or a cut there because I try to keep the videos to like 4 or 5 minutes at a time. I don't think the camera can like overheat sometimes. Whew.
They got a Starbucks right there. I do have to say, I was pretty tempted. Oh, they're gonna open a Raising Cane's there, man. Right here on the right. One of those came to my town years ago. Many years ago. I'd never heard of the chain before that, though. And years after it opened, I finally decided to go check it out. I happened to go on a day where they decided to close because
Hey, a concert here? It almost looks like a stage over there, but I don't know. Oh, shit,
some
it's
holiday. I don't remember.
Great desserts, milkshakes in particular. Really good and fancy looking. The emphasis is on fancy looking.
Yeah, that's
They're tasty, but they're not.
That's the Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. So I did take a picture of the food, the milkshakes that I got there.
Like anything.
I wanted to show that.
The aesthetic.
It was one of the main highlights of the
They're very well
trip.
presented.
I wanted to check out the food there. I'd never eaten there before, so.
But the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium. Good stuff. Oh my god, Cinnabon right on the corner.
Cinnabon.
So, from what I remember, the ET ride hasn't been a thing for like pretty much over a decade at this point, but they still have it. They still honor it as a parking lot at least. ET parking. I don't know how many people even know what the hell that is these days. Who actually gets that reference, you know? Especially because, like I said, they got rid of the ride a long time ago. Escapeology, the live escape game. I gotta try this next time. So the Chocolate Emporium from earlier, they have like a special deal. If you buy a certain thing, you get a ticket to try this for free. But I wasn't feeling it today. I was like, maybe next time, because I'm, I plan on coming back next year. So. Also, I don't even know if you can do it by yourself. Maybe I should go in and ask. Yeah, it looks like we loop around and start going backwards here, so fuck it, let's go ask. Let's turn this off so I don't have a camera in their face.
So I went and asked, and the escape rooms here at Escapeology, and I think every escape room place is probably like this. It's minimum of 2 players and up. So since I was there alone, I was kind of fucked. I was like, damn. I couldn't try it, unfortunately. I really want to try an escape room because to me it feels like it's probably like a real-life version of Resident Evil without the zombies and the monsters, though. But you know, like you're solving a puzzle to escape from a room. Which is exactly what old school Resident Evil was like. You're solving puzzles to escape a mansion filled with monsters. So I really wanted to try it, but unfortunately, you know, it's a minimum of 2 players. It's 2 to 8 players, I believe, is what they told me. In fact, I probably say it in this video.
Alright, so they gave me a brochure and they even gave me some details, and there's a QR code if you want to see the details yourself, so go ahead and scan that. But yeah, they told me the basics, so there's up to... Yeah, it's 2 to 8 players basically for all the rooms. So you need a minimum of 2 people, which means I'm fucked because I'm here alone. So I need at least 1 person to come with me next time, otherwise I can't do this. But it's $49.99 per person for each room. So if you want to do all 8 rooms, it's going to cost you a lot because every run through is a separate price tag basically. So $50 per person, even if that's just 2 people, that's $100 per room basically. So if you want to do all 8 rooms, even with just 2 people, it's going to cost you $800. That's heavy. But yeah, they recommended making reservations because they can book up quickly.
It's pretty
too,
expensive, yeah.
And you can just do whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, time to head back.
Okay, so I explained it all there. Come on. I think I just filmed a little bit of the walk back, and then after this I just showed leaving LA. Through the Santa Monica...
Margaritaville. The 5 o'clock somewhere bar because...
The Pacific Coast Highway.
That's probably true. Even if it's just in the middle of the ocean, but then people live there too. Alright. Well, the return is going to be, pretty similar, so I might not record as much, except here at the beginning, because it's the beginning of the loop, so, some things are a little different.
The comic book store.
Yeah, milkshakes and booze. Nuke Cola. Man, that brought back memories. I can smell the food from here. I'll go.
It's a nice vibe, man. It's a nice vibe.
It's sugar. It's dust.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Let me find that picture I was talking about for the Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium, the dessert that I got there. In the other photo library. Or actually it's a video, sorry. Yeah, here we go. Dude, this shit is delicious. I apologize for any cravings that this might cause in a second, because it's probably gonna do that. I do apologize in advance, but one of the main highlights of the trip that I went there for, so here we go. Check this out. Got a mango... What the hell is it called? Oh god, I forgot. Mango Mortis. Exclusively for Halloween Horror Nights. Is on the right. Got like a blue and green skull. I think I did take a picture from the brochure. I'll look for that in a second. The skulls are white chocolate. See the blue one I'm grabbing right now? This green and blue skull? They're white chocolate with like a little whatever the hell they glazed it with. Delicious. Dude, my mouth is watering right now. Shit. Okay. Going in. I was gonna bite it, then I was like, fuck it. Just took the whole thing. Yeah, Lantis has it. The mouthgasm. Oh, pretty good. Fucking drooling. White chocolate. I'm remembering the taste right now. It's white chocolate. Really good. And the tajin, it has a nice little extra flavor to it. Alright. Look at this. This giant fucking cookie. So what I did, I didn't obviously film this, but like what I did here, those are gummy worms covered in tajin sauce. What I did was take this giant chocolate off the other one. I think it was like a cookies and cream vanilla thing, the one on the left. So I took this giant cookie off, and then I took some of the like icing from both of them, including the one on the mango mortis here, which was very like fruity flavored. And I put it, using a knife, I just spread it on the cookie, and I ate the cookie like that. Oh my god, it's so delicious. I'm like, I can't, I'm trying to talk and I'm getting saliva, like my mouth is just watering too much remembering the experience. One down, one to go. I'll see you guys after I eat most of this. Yeah, it's that good. I think you're looking good. Alright, so give me a second. Let me see if I can find the photos real quick so you can actually appreciate them. Switch to photo mode. No. Because it's media type videos, live photos. Probably nothing will show up there. No. And I will post this on Blue Sky and Twitter. Huh, I wonder why they don't have a media type just for photos. Like regular photos. That's not even a thing. For some fucking reason. Okay. And in that case, I'll just switch to the default, I guess? Library? And I'll scroll up a bit to find it. Thankfully, this all happened so recently, it's like right at the bottom of my library. Let's see. This was during the daytime walkthrough of Universal City, not at night. So, it was before that nighttime walkthrough. Here it is. Oh, shit. Damn, this looks good. Okay, so here is, okay, how far down do I go? Okay. So now we got photo mode time. I'm just gonna like narrate a little bit. Okay, here we go. Boom, playa! So this is the daytime screenshot of Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. So we got this here. We saw it at night in that video just now. I took several screenshots. I wanted one to look cinematic. I took some screenshots of the menu. And then there's all the milkshakes they offer. So these are the ones that are available like all year long. Look at this shit, man. Like, I want to stay there for a whole week so I can try one every day. Just to try a different one every day. I almost got that one there because it has an Oreo cookie, but that's mint ice cream. I wasn't going to like the mint, unfortunately. This one seems to have like a cupcake on it. I'm not sure what that one has. This one has a cupcake on it. Different flavor, but yeah, sprinkles. It's insane. Like, hey, I'm all about looking after my health, but I splurge when I'm on vacation, man. Once in a while, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not missing out on this. Oh, here we go. Here's the name of the flavors. We got strawberries and cream, a brownie one, cookies and cream. That's one of the ones that I got. Confetti. That's mint. orange cream, berries and cream. I don't think they're all pictured here, but you can pretty much play a guessing game to find out which one's which. Yeah, and then the Mango Mortis was just for Halloween Horror Nights. This one right here. See if I found a good picture of it. Halloween Horror Nights Special, Mango Mortis. Can we zoom in on this? I think I took a picture zoomed in on that. That's the one you just saw me try the little white chocolate on. Yeah, what if I do this? Whoa! Creamy mango ice cream with chamoy sauce, if I'm saying that right. Gummy worms with tahini, whipped topping, and white chocolate skulls. So there you go. I took some pictures of the menu. I just got a Caesar salad. I had to balance it out. Oh, there's the one. That is 18 bucks. Here's the thing. When you actually look at the menu, and I might have taken a picture of this. Yeah, here are all of them. So the strawberries and cream, cookies and cream, orange cream, berries and cream smoothie. They're all there. When you look at the last page, look at this. You know I had to do this too. Make it a milk tail. Instead of a milkshake, you can add an alcoholic shot for $6 to each one. It was a heavy hit. Because they were already 18 bucks a piece, then I added another $6 to them, so that's $24. You can pick between coconut rum, chocolate whiskey, Irish cream, and vanilla vodka. I think I added vanilla vodka to the cookies and cream one, and I added Irish cream to the Mango Mortis. And I tasted it immediately. The alcohol went to the bottom. So as soon as I sucked on the straw, the first thing I got was just a straight shot of alcohol. I was like, holy shit, like it made me cough. I just got a straight shot of alcohol expecting it to be mixed in with all the, you know, the flavor of the sugary shit on top of it. I didn't think the alcohol would sit at the bottom like that. That's confetti, that's mint and brownie right there. Flavors. And there they are. A cookies and cream shake on the left and the Mango Mortis on the right.
He's pulling it.
Pretty much a mouth version of that, yeah. A mouthgasm. I was like, I don't know when I'll ever be back here. Probably next year. So I took plenty of screenshots. That's like 75 Canadian dollars. Holy shit. 24 bucks. 24 American, I mean. Damn. And that's the Caesar salad. Nothing special, just a Caesar salad. I was like, well, I gotta balance it out somehow. I'm not gonna eat something too heavy, you know? And it's a good thing I did, because I ate the Caesar salad first, and then I went for the drinks. Halfway through both of these drinks, because I was like switching between them, oh my god, I got so full I had to like stop for a bit. I was just sitting there like, oh, I had to stop to take the hit, man. You meant for both drinks? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, so 24 plus 24, yeah, that's 48. So 48 American would be around 75 Canadian? Damn. That's insane. And that's not even tax yet. That's pre-tax. And then, oh, don't even get me started on the tip. That's pre-tax, pre-tip. It was a heavy hit, man. The whole thing, the Caesar salad and these two drinks, they literally, with like tip and everything, it was like $80+. Just for these three things. 80 plus American. For these two things and the Caesar salad. To be fair though, these come with souvenir cups. That is kind of a deal sweetener. Is like part of the experience of going to this is since they're known for these little like smoothie milkshakes. Part of the deal is you get to keep those cups. I do have those. They give you clean versions wrapped in plastic, sealed in a plastic containers, plastic bags. And you take those home. And this is a video we already saw of me munching. Yeah, there it is. My server was George. There's the tab. And the suggested tip at the bottom. There you go, Lantis. It was a heavy fucking hit. I should be putting that emote on there. Everything's fine. Little cat with everything on fire in the background. Yeah, it was a heavy fucking hit. The last time I had a restaurant tab that was that big was when I went to try it for the very first time. I went to go try a Brazilian steakhouse in San Jose, California. I was like, let's check this out. You know, the waiters and everything, they were dressed up pretty nice. This is all pre-COVID. They were all dressed really nice, so I could tell it was like a high-class establishment. And then I realized how high class after I saw the tab, and it was pretty much this. It was like $80+. It's a buffet style too. Like they bring you, they keep bringing you cuts of meat until you turn this little like red tab over to, or you turn it to green if you want more because it's a buffet style. You turn it to red when you want them to stop bringing you more. And then if you want like salads and other sides, you get up and get them from a little like buffet table. So 100 USD is like 150 Canadian. Jesus. That is rough. Oh yeah, they played this music. Riding a Black Unicorn. I had to ask Siri. I was like, yo, what is this song playing? It's actually pretty fire. By Aurelio Voltaire. That was playing in the restaurant at the close to when I left. And I was like, yo, this song is actually pretty lit. It wasn't bad. There's the cups. Me defeating them slowly. I decided to take pictures of some of the memorabilia they had on the inside. The decorations inside the restaurant were nice. So the actual conversion is closer to 1.4, but conversion fees bump it up closer to 1.5. Okay. That's pretty rough. Yeah, it was a good vibe. It has a whole steampunk vibe. The whole restaurant. I think I took a picture of the lore, but I don't see it here. From the menu. The gist of it is that the person who started this restaurant, this is all obviously fiction. It's just like a little fairy tale kind of thing. I want to take a picture of the Halloween decorations, but like the lore was, this is back at the hotel. The lore was that it was this lady who really loved chocolate, apparently. Like it was a passion of hers. And so she started off as something else, and then she had a career change where she decided to just explore the world to try exotic chocolate from different places. And then eventually she just decided to make a restaurant that like, oh wait, no, I'm getting ahead of it. So she decided to go exploring to find exotic chocolate from different parts of the world. And then when she went back home after her adventure, so she traveled all around the world. When she went back home, there was a note because she lived with her parents. So she went back home and her parents were nowhere to be found, but they left her a note that said, "Dear so-and-so, we decided we wanted to join you on your chocolate hunting adventures. And so we've left you this note in case you come back here to let you know that we're basically out looking for you." And they said, we're trying to find you so we can join up with you and, you know, go with you. And so she was very touched by that. And now she doesn't know where her parents are, though, because of that. So she decided the best way to find them is to start a restaurant with everything she learned about all the different exotic chocolates from around the world. So she started 3 restaurants, one here, one in Florida, the one at Universal Studios Orlando, and then one in China, apparently. And they're called the Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. And she has a sidekick robot, a sidekick steam-powered robot that helps her, too. And she just, like, makes the best chocolate confections that she can and hopes that her restaurant will gain enough popularity that her parents will hear about it, and then they'll go find her. They'll find her through that. I was like, oh, that's heartwarming. That's a cute story. She's confident that her parents will find their way to her like that, basically. They'll hear about her restaurant. Everything here costs 50% more. Americans who are jealous that minimum wage is $16 to $17 up here have no clue how bad that actually is. Yeah, based on what you just said, that's shit. Like I mean, in California, it barely got raised to $15 recently. But then of course the price of everything just went up. But yeah, so from what you're saying, $15 minimum wage in California is quite generous compared to $16 to $17 minimum wage in Canada. Like that's, I mean, that's pretty much like the old minimum wage, essentially, when you do the conversion. That's pretty bad, yeah. Once you do the conversion, that's like back what it used to be, like $10, essentially. I think the old minimum wage used to be like 8. But still, you know, it's roughly around the same. Yeah, that was a cute, they had a cute little story. Alright, so now the last part of our adventure is pretty much the leaving LA through the Santa Monica area. I had a little bit of a rant for a certain reason. And this is pretty much going to wrap up the stream after this. Oh, this is... I thought something interesting was happening. There's just a street sweeper or whatever. Like, there's just a thing washing the street there. This is at Santa Monica, when you reach the beach in LA. There's Christmas decorations!
We're here on a what? You bastard! Son of a... Better than both. In half a mile, turn left, keeping it tight.
Bruh. So you heard the music, Lettuce? Yeah, everybody loves Supersonic Racing. I had to. And then guess what? That is Roger Craig Smith voice acting Sonic the Hedgehog on my GPS Navigator app. So I had Sonic music while listening to a Sonic voice actor give me GPS directions to get the hell out of the city. Yo, there's a giant Christmas sock up there. What the fuck? It's November 1st, assholes. You see that shit? That shit is fucked up. Well, it's actually November 2nd, but still. I forgot November 1st was actually yesterday. Missing that first day of the trip really fucked me up. Still, come on, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm still coming down off Halloween, bro. Living in the City. I had the instrumental versions going on. Living in the City, I actually played that in the Waymo, but I started it too late. Before I got out of the Waymo in that last video I showed you of the little self-driving car, right before I got out of the car, it was playing that. It was playing a Radical Cities theme, but an instrumental, I believe. I was like, shit, I should have played this at the beginning. But yeah, you could hear the anger in my voice. I almost said something about Mariah Carey, but I did not. I almost said Mariah Carey's about to start playing right now, you know? But, because I saw people meme about that on the Discord before this car ride, so. Looks like we got an overcast sky over the ocean today. That is what it is. Visiting places in GTA 5 in real life. This is one of them. Okay, fuck this red light. Why are we sitting through this? Here, let me speed it up. Oh, fuck this red light. Come on. Oh, we had good music at least. Damn, the video got cut off here. It didn't even turn green. I was just waiting, and then I was like, I realized it wasn't gonna change, and I was like, I'll cut this recording off here. There we go. The beach! It's the Pacific Ocean. You found an Asteron belt today? I'm sure they do. Omar is the only force that can use it? You ever played a Sonic game? What does it do? If there's only one character type that can use it, there must be a reason, right? What's like the perk on it?
Oh, we got lucky.
Okay. About to speed it up to get to the good part, but yeah. This is where Michael's therapist lives in GTA 5. That asshole. Yeah, one of these houses is where the dude's office is. It's a partisan. All male classes except Phonum can equip it.
We got very lucky today. Normally this place has so much traffic.
Oh, okay, so that's why... Yeah, that's why Fomar is the only 4-second use. That makes sense. I had to think about that for a second. I was like... then it hit me. I was like, oh, okay.
Normally there is so much filth that goes down.
Oh, so it's not that it just doesn't... Phonum just can't have the attack power for it. Okay. It's not that it, It's not that they just can't equip it, it's just that they don't have the stat... They can't get the stats high enough
Man, there's hella people there.
to be able to equip it. Volleyball nets.
Ain't nobody give a fuck that it's the beginning of November and it's overcast. It's the beach.
It's true. No one gave a fuck.
Normally this would be a great view of the ocean right here, but it's very obscured by the fog. The sea fog. That's what I tried to say earlier, I couldn't.
Yeah, I wanted to show that little section of city, but then there was also... not in this video, I don't think, but there's also some more scenic areas coming up in the next few videos. But I'm gonna speed it up just because we gotta wrap up the stream.
Give the sad music, dude. I don't have any lined up right now, but...
Ramar is like that with some of the MST required weapons.
So they started to change color. Last time I was here was in May, and this was like charred black, like all those dead trees and plants over there. You can still see some of those black marks, but it's starting to fade. Like it's starting to go back to a sort of brown. It's starting to go from like dark black to like brown. The damage from the fire...
I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about in the video, but I kind of was like, what? So Ramar can't get the MST stat high enough to put on some of those weapons.
It's a long year, man. There's sometimes I'm like, oh, dude, this year just flew by. And then other times I remember, wait, that was barely this past year. Never mind. It's been a long time. A lot of shit happens in a year, man. A lot of shit happens.
Well, some of the areas that I drove by here are the ones that were hit by the wildfires in January. That's why there's construction equipment, because they're doing away with the debris from buildings that burned down. And also rebuilding some of them.
Probably some more fire damage coming up a bit.
This is close to where the Palisades fires were. The ones that were known to be like the biggest.
25 miles per hour zone up ahead. Alright. When did I have more traffic back in May? Like this whole thing was moving hella slow back then. I guess it's because, you know, vacation, like summer vacation was about to start. We're already starting. Yeah, it was at the end of May, so yeah, that's probably why. A lot of families came out with their kids, you know. That's my guess anyway. I'm gonna stop the gas here, I think.
$45. Yeah, at this point I just took pretty much videos of little highlights when I saw stuff like that. Like construction zones. When I came through back in May, yeah, see where these black tarps are? They covered up some of the damage from the fire. When I came through in May, there was a lot less, a lot of the raw damage was still visible.
We gotta go 25 mph, we gotta cruise.
At this point, they've covered up a lot of it, and they've started reconstructing some of the burned down buildings. So you'll see like more construction equipment this time around. I did film a little bit of the damage back in May as well. Maybe when I play like GTA 5 or something, some other day I'll show some of that, but...
Only, the problem is... I can't
that's just buried in my library somewhere.
Play all at once, they stop recording, but... Coastline Drive, I wonder how much houses and apartments cost here.
I think the last highlight of this trip on the coast here is when I went to I passed by this bar. Again, it also has an in-game equivalent in GTA. It's where a bunch of bikers hang out. Yeah, I think it's coming up here. I think that was pretty much it though.
There was
everything else is just...
there. But it got burned the fuck down, and I guess now they're trying to rebuild it.
Yeah, I started recording just slightly too late, but right here there was like a gas station. You could still see the ruins of it as a pile of rubble back in May. But now they fenced it off and cleaned that off, and they're probably gonna rebuild it here.
But it got burned the fuck down, and I guess now they're trying to rebuild it. When I was here back in May, these fences weren't here yet. They hadn't started reconstructing or whatever. There was just, you know,
It's too bad I can't preview like in a YouTube video.
Debris. There we go. I couldn't find the fucking word. There was just debris, basically. I'm not sure if this house had any scaffolding yet on it. So yeah, it's November, so it's been like 5 to 6 months. That was last year.
Yeah, see, there's a bunch of houses here, and they're all gone. That's why you see all that fencing there.
They still haven't even started really doing anything yet.
Some of these buildings are basically just like the houses that were spared. Yeah, you can see little pillars. These concrete pillars that hold up the platforms that the houses were on right here where my mouse is. That's all that's left of them, is just the pillars. Even the platforms the houses are on are gone.
Shit. Just a wall. What used to be a house.
See? It's just a goddamn platform, like, holy shit.
Just a wall.
Right there.
Used to be a house.
So there used to be a house right there, or at least two maybe. Here and here. Yeah. They're just completely gone.
Literally just a broken
All that's
pier.
left is the pillars that show that there was once something there.
All you see is like the little support structure sticking out of the coastline that you were
This
holding
is
the platform
insane.
on. Like the houses are just fucking gone, man.
When I came through here in May, I didn't notice, because I obviously saw it, but I didn't notice that many empty like plots of where there used to be houses. It's crazy how much damage the fires did here.
From that motel just now without the fence around it from way back then. Maybe I'll show that. My feature stuff might show that after this. But yeah. So I can't believe it's been this long, and they're just now starting to. All right, let's clean this up, you know.
That's pretty sad.
I guess it also depended on, you know, the business owners wanting to, whether or not they wanted to rebuild it or not, you know. The houses, well, I guess that's also the same thing, isn't it? Hey, these things weren't here last time. I don't know what this is. Are they building a giant firewall for next time or something? I don't know what's going on.
Okay, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, the rest of these videos just show more of the same. More areas that got kind of wrecked. A little depressing, unfortunately. What's this? I think this is at the tail end.
Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, okay, this is where I first arrived at the This is where I first arrived at the restaurant that I was talking about. So in GTA, it's called Bookies. It's like a seafood restaurant. There's always motorbikes outside of it. So it's implied to be a bike hangout. Back when I saw it in GTA, I didn't, you know, I just took it for what it was and that was it. And then I happened to stumble across the real life version of it, which is called Neptune's Net, which is not just a seafood restaurant. It's and it's not like fancy or anything either. It's kind of like fast food a little bit. But they do, you know, they do sell a lot of seafood, obviously.
Buc-ee's is the GTA
But they got a little bit of everything.
restaurant that's actually coming up on our right. Still here on the Pacific Ocean Highway.
And there are actually bikers hanging out there.
And it's a classic
As you're about to see.
biker hangout, as you can see right here. First time I was here, there was hardly any bikers. That was back in like 2020 though. Like
Yeah.
January of 2020. Now there's a shit ton of them. Every time I've come back since. So.
And then I went the wrong fucking...
Come on. Halloween
I went the
Street Festival.
fucking wrong way, and I was like, oh shit, and I was gonna have
this
to
is,
back up into one of these.
Autos only, no motors. Epic disaster barely averted. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I think from here, I think what I'm gonna do from here is just set a more direct GPS route back home. But this is pretty much all I wanted to film for the Pacific Coast. So I'm gonna park up real quick, and then I'm gonna go on foot, take some video. Maybe even on my phone too. And then we'll get the fuck out of here. Anyway, see you in a bit.
Yep, we're at the end. So I think that was this one, right? Yeah. So here I just took some video of the bikers doing their thing.
Alright, we're on foot now.
Because they obviously showboat a little bit, you know. There's a dude who came by in a Japanese bike, you know, the like sport bikes. And he started doing like wheelies and shit. He basically challenged these guys and they started doing wheelies back. Right here on the road too. I went to go take a nice shot of the ocean from here though.
Yeah, last time I actually stopped here was in January of 2020, right before the pandemic hit. That was a bright sunny day, unlike now. It's all overcast. Guess I gotta do what that guy's doing. I mean, there's no crosswalk, so no other choice.
Yeah, there's no crosswalk. You got on cross, you gotta just do what I'm doing right here. It's just fucking look both ways and good luck.
There we go. Made it.
Thank you for sharing these adventures. You're welcome, Lentis. Yeah. It's my first time doing a stream like this.
That's something I haven't seen in a while.
Somebody left a penny there. But yeah, it's my first time doing a stream like this. I really wanted to see what it's like to like, because I saw another streamer do it. They went on vacation and they kind of filmed a lot of the stuff and they came back and talked about it. I kind of always wanted to do a stream like this to see what it was like. It's very nice and chill and relaxing, you know? So thank you for joining me on this, Lentis. I appreciate it. And we're pretty much at the end too, so. Yeah, I pretty much just decided to take a little bit of video here. The clouds eventually part, not during this video, and it gets really sunny, but I once took a picture of the ocean here as a profile picture from my old like Twitter account once. I just kind of ramble a little bit.
You guys want to see a front view of Neptune's Net, the restaurant name? There it is. Gotta walk this up.
There's so many bikers there. It's like
So there's a fun fact
an
there.
enormous
If you come to
posse.
this place in GTA, which is called Bookies, and you steal a motorcycle, there's almost always one parked.
I'm pretty much explaining what I already said earlier. Look at that, from there to there. It's so many.
In you end up getting a bounty on you. You can't be in passive mode, obviously, because you don't get a... Unless for GTA Online. That doesn't happen in single player mode, obviously, but yeah. I was like, yeah, that seems alright. I don't think...
So, yeah, like I just said, if you actually go there, there's like a couple bikes parked outside. If you take one, and you're not in like passive mode in GTA Online, you'll get a bounty. It's guaranteed every time. You always get one.
Really, take time if you're doing that. So that makes a lot of
You'll
sense,
get a text on your phone that says, I'm gonna have you smoked. And you got a $1,000 bounty on you.
I was gonna say Homeboy's got a lot of crew, but, well, this guy's about to show him up.
Alright, so I catch a little bit of action.
Oh, a cyber truck. I'm gonna stop recording so I can focus this time. A little bit more dangerous now, more cars.
I catch a little bit of action on the way out of here, which is right here, this video. This is the last one. The last highlight of our adventure. They're doing wheelies.
Alright, we're good.
I didn't get to see much of it, as you can see. Those motherfuckers are crazy. They got into fucking wheelie popping contests and shit. I decided to get some fries and sit there and eat, but then, yeah, that happened and it got way too loud. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not going deaf over these motherfuckers trying to cockwave their bikes. Is that an Amazon? It is an Amazon van. Who's got the sticky bombs? Hey, the sun came out. It's a little too late for me to take another one of those photos. Look how different it looks. It's like the clouds just disappeared. They're completely gone.
My other camera, I was gonna say, might as well be, yeah. Yeah,
Just,
so now we're just...
I was only there for like an hour or less. And it's just like, look at the clear skies now. It's like...
Oh, I'm sorry. Neptune's Net. Remember what I said? If you go there in GTA, if you want to get a bounty on you, for the hell of it, if you're playing in GTA Online, just steal a bike from one of those guys. When you're not in passive mode, you'll get a bounty real quick. Yeah, those guys are kind of cool. You know, I went in, hung out, ate some fries, like I said, and I fucked off once it got too loud. Some dudes in, like, the Japanese sports bikes came by and started popping wheelies, you know? Got a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Alright, I think that's pretty much it.
You get some really nice views driving up the coast like this.
I'll see you guys when I get home. Peace.
It's really nice. And yeah, that's it. The last two videos are just showing a little bit of the view of the coastal view you can get from taking the Pacific Coast Highway. The music. That's Tourniquet by Evanescence playing in the background. I might post some pictures of that dessert drink on Pizza Mate's Discord tomorrow too. I just thought about it. I was like, I'll put that in the food section. Hawaii is somewhere in that general direction. Hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Good stuff. And that's it, folks. It's just the great big ocean. Got kill switch engage over here. That's it. Yay, we did it! We're done! We got through the highlights of my adventure. That's what I did for Halloween, basically. Halloween weekend. I think the funniest part of these last few videos was just how I, how I said, it's November 2nd, assholes! Well, I said November 1st, it was technically November 2nd. When I saw the Christmas decorations at the Santa Monica Beach right there on the way out. That was a funny shit. It's November 2nd, they already got Christmas decorations up. They don't waste any time, man. As soon as Halloween is over, they just shut that shit down. They give no fucks. And yeah, that's it.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Yep, we got through it. Dylan too. We made it, folks. We made it through. Well, that's it. It's kind of weird ending on a dark screen. This is kind of why I wanted to have PSO2 NGS open. To have some kind of an outro. But fuck it. this is good enough, I guess. That was my adventures for Halloween in LA. Much appreciated. You're welcome, Lantis. And I also appreciate you for coming by to keep me company as I shared this. So yeah, I think I will do streams like this going forward whenever... I don't go on vacation that often. I'm obviously not like, you know... I'm not rolling in money. I'm not a fucking millionaire. So once in a while when I do go on vacations like this, I always do try to take lots of pictures and videos so that I can show them on stream like this. So I will do streams like this in the future. Especially the next time I go to this next year. But yeah, for those of you who decided to stick around and watch all of this, I got, you know, this works better. Here we go. For those of you who decided to stick around and watch my adventures in Los Santos, or the real life equivalent, Los Angeles, I appreciate you very much. Thank you very much for the support. For the love and support, wherever you decided to watch me, thank you very much. And as always, please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe and don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And this will go up on YouTube along with the other VODs. I might put it on the main channel too. I'm not sure. Yeah, thank you all very much for the support. And thank you for coming by, Lantis. I appreciate it very much. I forgot to do this earlier, but here you go. A shout out for Lantis Grayfield. My sister from another mother. Thank you very much. Alright. And with that, I guess that's it. We're going out on a black screen, I suppose. It's kind of weird, but bye everybody. Have a good one. I'll come back on Wednesday for our regular scheduled streaming again, which will be the start of PSO2 NGS. We're finally starting NGS, so see you then. Bye.
You son of a bitch.
Bruh.